Good day, everyone. My name is Anna, and welcome to Cactus Caffeine. In this channel, I share with you my passion for growing cactus and other desert plants over a cup of coffee. And for today, I will be covering this coffee because it is once again a very windy day here in Las Vegas. By the way, that coffee that I am drinking today is this. It's a Philippine Barako coffee. Thank you for my brother for sending me this coffee. This is one of my favorite. Anyway, for today, as you can see, I have a few new plants in front of me. The other day, I went shopping in Walmart. Walmart, if you're not familiar with it, it's a big grocery shopping place here, but they also have non-food items like apparel. And they also have a little garden center outside. Now, this garden center, they usually close it, at least in my area, they close it every winter time, and then they reopen their garden center during spring. And I was pleasantly surprised to find that just the other day they have started opening their garden centers and they started stocking up on a few plants. So these are some of those that I got from my visit, my recent visit from Walmart. I wasn't able to do a actual video there. Oh, Mocha. There's Mocha. My dog. Mocha. Hi. She wants to be in the video. So anyway, as I was saying, I wasn't able to do a video, or at least a video with audio, while I was in Walmart, but I did shoot a video because during that time when I was there, they were playing a real loud music. So I just shot a video, and I'm gonna show you first some of the clippings that I took from my recent visit at the Walmart Garden Center before I show you guys what new plants I have for today. What attracted me right away in the garden center at Walmart is this plant rack containing cacti grown by Costa Farms. This is the first time that I've seen Costa Farms sold in my local Walmart. What I like about them is that they sell cacti that are not commonly sold in other big box stores here or at big garden centers, and they sell them for a relatively cheaper price. They have a pretty good selection of cacti here, small ones. I see some Myrtillocactus geometricans, crested ones, Stenocactus there at the back, Astrophytum, variegated Gymnocalicium, more Astrophytum here in front, different forms, Pachypodium, and then this pink one, this is attractive. Oh, this is Anacampserus rufescens. I find it challenging to keep this one alive in my climate. I see a lot of good ones in here. It's hard to decide which ones I want to get. I want to grab a lot. See back here, there's more Pachypodium, different Astrophytum asterias, Super Kabuto, variegated ones, the booby cactus, they also have them in here, and it is at an affordable price. All these are $7.97 each plus tax. Ooh, Quadricostatum astrophytum. They also have another section here with cacti, although these are not grown by Costa Farms, but these are the rather common ones that I usually find being sold here in the Walmart or in the big box stores. This one is a Trichocereus grandiflorus hybrid, and look, it's very affordable as well. It's just $3.97. This one is in flower even, a Mammillaria spinosissima. So yep, they also have this section in here. Very good beginner cacti. Over here, we'll find the grafted Gymnocalycium mihanovici, the fully variegated ones, and the Kalanchoes are in bloom. Beautiful. And then here they have the leafy succulents, and wow, they look so gorgeous at this time of the year. This small pot goes for $3.97. Look how pretty they are. And then they also have a cluster in a pot that goes for $8.97. There are four, I think, one, two, three, four. Yes, there are four plants in each pot. So that's a good deal. You have four different kinds of succulents in one pot. This one is a bigger pot with just a single type of succulent. And this one is $5.97 each. This is the growing season of these succulents. That's why the colors are very vibrant. They like cool weather, but not freezing. They just like cool temperature. And that's why these look so healthy. They even have some Haworthias and Gasterias in here. This one is in a rather fancy pot. It's $6.97. Finally, down here they have hanging succulents. These are string of raindrops, and the more colorful one is a Crassula Sunset Factory. The hanging ones are going for $12.84. So this Walmart Garden Center has just opened. They don't have a lot yet, and they are still in the process of stocking and putting out plants. So I'm sure they will have more plants in the next few days or in the next few weeks. It is time to show you guys the new plants that I picked up from Walmart, starting off from this one. This is a Stenocactus philocanthus. I actually have this already, and I'm going to show you guys because it is actually in flower. And I love how it looks. Here it is. This is the older Stenocactus philocanthus that I have. Look how pretty the flowers are. It's white and it has a pink stripe in the middle. So even though I already have one, I still picked this one up because not only do I really like how the flowers look, and it's very prolific, it flowers every spring, but somehow they look a little bit different. So this one, the new one that I picked up, the spines are thinner and the areoles are fluffier. This one that I have, if you can see, the areoles are not, it's not fluffy at all, but the spines are thicker. See, this one, the spines are thicker compared to the ones I picked up. So this is a little bit different. Not sure if the flower would actually be the same, but yep, I don't mind having two of this. And if they flower, I get to pollinate, cross-pollinate the flowers, and hopefully get some seeds out of it. The next one that I picked up is an Astrophytum myriostigma fukuryu. So this is one of the Japanese hybrids. The fukuryu characteristic are those bumps that it has on its skin. Very interesting. I actually got two of this. Here's another one. This is also labeled Astrophytum myristigma fukuryu, but as you can see, they are a bit different. So this one has more of a light green epidermis. This is a darker epidermis. And if you look closely, this one is nudum, completely nudum, so it means it has no spines. But this one on the left, it has spines. So I'm guessing this is a hybrid. It probably crossed somewhere in its genetics. It crossed with, I am guessing, probably an astrophytum, either Capricorn or the Astrophytum ornatum, because this one has spines. Usually the myristigma is nudum. It doesn't have any spines. So although they're labeled the same, they're a bit different from each other. So that's why I picked up two of these. Alright, so now off to the fourth cactus that I picked up. This one is something that I've been wanting for years, but I couldn't find an affordable one. Except now I found it. This is a Cactus geometricus. So I've always been wanting this because I love when this one flowers. But so far, it's been so pricey when I find this online. So now I found one that is very affordable. By the way, all these that I picked up, they are all priced at $7.97. So I finally found one for only $7.97, and that's why I got two of it. Just in case something happens with one, I have another one, like a backup. So I got two of these Cactus geometricus. So all of these plants that I got are from Costa Farms, and if I'm not mistaken, Costa Farms is from Florida. They're based in Florida, so they traveled a long way from Florida to Vegas. So these guys have been in shipping containers or boxes for I don't know how long. So when I got them initially, although I placed them out here on this table, it is winter, but our temperature is pretty warm for a winter, so they're okay out here on the table. But then I put a shade cloth on top of them just to acclimate them from sudden sun exposure. When I got them in Walmart, they were actually still indoors, so they were not receiving much sunlight. They're still inside where they were just getting bright sunlight but not direct sunlight. So when I got them, that's what I did. I placed them out here on this table, but then I had a shade cloth on top of them for about 2 days before I finally removed the shade cloth this morning. So that's how I tried to acclimate this first from being in shipping containers and indoors to finally bringing them out here again outside in my backyard. Okay, moving on to cactus number 6. I got a beautiful variegated gymnocalicium. Let me remove this wrapper so you can clearly see the cactus. Alright, I have a few variegated gymnocalicium, but I don't have this color yet. Most of my variegated gymnocalicium are in the red color, red and yellow. So this one is a little bit like orange. There's a little bit of yellow and a little bit of salmon color. Very beautiful. It has a lot of variegation, but it still has patches of green in it. Okay, ooh, very windy. All right, so having those green chlorophyll still on it will help this cactus grow much better than having a fully variegated one, because the heavier the variegation of a cactus, the slower it grows and the more finicky the cactus is. So I picked this one up because it has a lot of variegation and yet it still has enough green color chlorophyll there to get this cactus growing. All right, so this is a variegated, it says on the label here, variegated moon cactus, or a Gymnocalicium mihanovici variegata. The next cactus I have is another astrophytum. This is Astrophytum asterias uwebo. The uwebo is characterized by having a very fluffy areole. Okay, this one is still young, but the older this cactus gets, the bigger those areoles will be and the more pronounced it will be and the fluffier it will become. So this is Astrophytum asterias uwebo. All right, and off to, how many do we have now? Cactus number 7. Cactus number 7 is another astrophytum. Okay, this one is astrophytum. It doesn't say here. Oh, okay, it says astrophytum asterias nudum, but I know what this one is. This is an astrophytum supercabuto, but the hybrid snow, meaning it is almost white, as you can see. Look how pretty that is. So the flecking, the white flecking, almost entirely covers the plant, hence the name snow. Very pretty, but because it's heavy, it has the heavy flecking. This one grows much slower than the astrophytum with the green epidermis. Although they are the same in size, I would guess this is way older than this one because like I said, the heavier the flecking, the slower that it grows. I'm actually growing this astrophytum snow from seed and it hasn't showed much of the white flecking yet. Usually with astrophytum, they will show their characteristic once they're a bit older. But hopefully I will have more of this, but who knows after how many years. So I got one already and this is how it's supposed to look like. Next, okay, this next one, I have debated whether I should get it or not. But then I decided for the price, I said, what the heck? I will get it. It's worth it. And I'm going to show you guys why. This is an Astrophytum asterias uwebo variegated. Uwebo again meaning it has big fluffy areoles and it is variegated. However, I've seen a lot of articles, a lot of posts online cautioning about this kind of variegation. They said this variegation is not natural. So this is probably chemically induced variegation, meaning it's not natural. So it has been done in a laboratory. They applied chemicals on this to induce the variegation. And how you can tell is because if you look at the variegation, it is so evenly distributed around the cactus, almost as if it's like it's painted. Usually when a cactus exhibits variegation, it is random, like this one, the gymnocalycium that I showed you guys earlier. So the variegation is random. There is no specific pattern. But this one, as you can see, it looks almost perfect. So I am not 100% sure, but I do think this is a chemically induced variegation. But I am willing to do an experiment. I will grow this and I will see if it is really just chemically induced. I am expecting that when this cactus grows, eventually it will grow normally again, meaning it will show green again on the new growth. And probably, I don't know, maybe the yellow variegation will just fade or just remain where it is right now, but the new growth will revert back to its green color. If it does, then that shows us that this is a chemically induced variegation. But only time will tell, so stay tuned in this channel. I will give you updates every now and then on this cactus. So for the price, I said it's worth it. Let's do an experiment and see if it is really true or not. Very good coffee, especially this cool and windy morning. Okay, we're off to the last plant that I got from Walmart. And this one, I must admit, the only reason I got this one is because as I was looking at what I've gotten so far and I made a count, I had 9 and I thought of just making it even, make it 10. So that is the reason why I got this last plant. And this one is a Pachypodium densiflorum. I know it is not a cactus. All I know is it is similar to cacti. They like well-draining soil. They like our environment, the desert-like environment. But that's all I know about Pachypodium. Oh, and that when they grow this, the growers usually display this like a bonsai plant. But other than that, that's all I know about pachypodiums. So if you guys have tips for me on how to grow pachypodium, I would appreciate them. Please drop them in the comments below this video. How do I take care? Or any tips for me in growing this pachypodium? But it's interesting and I like how this one is growing. It's very plump, very fat, and it's growing lots of arms around it. Okay, so that's why I grabbed this one as my 10th and final haul or final purchase from my haul at Walmart. Here is one final look at my haul from Walmart. These are all grown by Costa Farms, but I purchased them from Walmart. So there's that Gymnocalycium variegated. I got several Astrophytum, different Japanese cultivars, and then I grabbed a couple of Tephrocactus geometricus. Here is the Stenocactus, which in time hopefully will develop beautiful flowers like this one. This, I've been growing this for years, so this is not from my recent haul. And then this one is the odd one out because it is not a cactus. It is a Pachypodium, and that controversial Astrophytum variegated. Is it naturally variegated or is it chemically induced? Only time will tell. Okay, so this is it for my video for today. If you guys like my video, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Follow me in Facebook and in Instagram. And until next time, bye everyone and cheers.